And talking about the market potential, given the fact that we just have seen the model of the sender and the receiver, the brands, about how much budget companies spend on getting attention of consumers and building relationship with consumers, the market potential of our business would be 0 billion. $600 billion. The global advertising industry at this moment, companies trying to interrupt in your life, interrupt in space, is $600 billion. Suppose a moment in time where we don't allow anymore companies to just interrupt in our lives. Companies just still have budget to communicate. That's the business we would like to do. So suppose we all have 0.1% in Chatbots. Then the next meeting in 10 years will be on Andorra or something, or a very nice place in Dubai or Aruba, and so it will be on a huge cruise ship. It would be good to have our next meeting in 10 years on a huge cruise ship, just because we saw this happening. And this is what I see at the moment, what I see happening. International expansion. So I see more and more companies. John over there, my cyber twin, from Australia, working in New York. So search company from Holland going to the UK, going to Germany. Companies from Poland going to the United States. Companies from France going to the United States. See more and more and more, and they are talking with each other about further expansion. Mergers and acquisitions, going into new markets, especially when the markets are not the native language, not a language or a market or a structure of the market. They're going to move. I know a few of the examples. I know because I talk with a lot of developers, professional developers. I know about things are happening right now. I can't tell you examples, but it will be there. Second funding round, so more funds. First IPOs, so the first companies going to the stock exchanges. Chatbot companies going to the stock exchanges. And the war on Google page rank 1. Because they all want to be #1 listed on Google.com, on Virtual Agent and on Chatbot and Chatbot. They all want to be there, and there are only 10. There are only 10 places, and also the Google AdWords will be much more expensive because everybody is buying those keywords. So that will be a huge challenge. And I would like, Chatbots 3.0 would like to facilitate to make it so the life is somewhat more easy. Time, yeah. 2 minutes. Okay. Then you have I'm not the only one who's saying that chatbots have a huge future. You are all saying chatbots are having a huge future, but we're also supported by companies like Forrester who've written a report about it, and I'd like to distribute those reports. But still, those reports are $499. I think it's really a bit expensive, so maybe we can work together to bring to get a low price for reports like that. It's very interesting reports. And what I personally believe, looking at the industry, what we need right now, what I think we need right now, is 1, consistency. Maybe we should use free terms instead of 60. So we can sell consistent thing to our clients. So they will recognize it. I heard someone speaking about it, or I read in the newspaper about it. So their brain associations are combined, stronger in their brains of our potential clients. To use a few, best would be 1, but a few would be better than 60. So I think that would be very good to have. Second one is more the professionality. There are many people out there who are building a chatbot, just changing the name, for example, and that's another chatbot, and people go into the internet, find such an amateur chatbot, and think about it, no clue about it, and then I think they're not interested anymore. So we should channel those potential clients to professional places where they really can experience what really professional implementation is. Then accessibility to research. As I said, there's a lot of research going on there. We've identified about 450 different journals, which are relevant in this area. And They have published many, many thousands of papers across the years. So we're trying to find a way to make it accessible for people. Models and tools, standard and metrics. When you talk about metrics, is when you work for professional clients, you probably have the thing that's what is accuracy? What is accuracy? How can you report it? How can you benchmark that in the industry? What chatbot is better? When is a certain chatbot better than another chatbot? So when we have kind of standard metrics, when we define it together, we can report that, and that's good for the professionalism of the branch, of the industry. Code of ethics. And the code of ethics is when you connect clients or customers of clients, so just consumers, and you connect them on the internet. And you don't say that it's a chatbot is, but you pretend that it is someone from the customer service. Is that still ethical? Is it still ethical to be in Second Life and have people really, truly emotional bondings? And then suddenly the chatbot is gone? So, because they will really feel pain. You were talking about it. Yeah, you were talking about it. People will really, really experience pain. Our brains don't make a difference. We don't have a thing in the brain. This is a computer. Even when it says it is a computer, as long as it's emotional, responsive, you get a 1. So what are our ethics in this area? We should think about it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but on the moment we should definitely think about it. And when I talk about we, there's a kind of need for a kind of association, federation, formal institute where we can work together to advance this industry. Nice picture to advance this industry. So, summarizing, we have seen that I've tried to explain, try to show, or try to give my ideas on the current mess in this industry, about the potential of this industry and what we should do at this moment. I think this is a perfect start today to make it all happen. We have a potential of 600 billion. So there's all a very prosperous future for each and every one of us. Thank you very much.
My first question is, out of those 60 terms, could you identify 3 that are the most popular?
Chatbot is the most popular. Virtual agent is also extremely often used. But it's hard to...
It's ambiguous.
Yes, because it's ambiguous. Conversational agent is a term which I think that's really conversation agent, conversation assistant. It's a little bit whether it's the character or the system itself. It's a term which is really good and it's really often used in the academic world as well. As soon as a virtual agent starts to talk, it's a conversation agent. So, but it's not up to me to define or decide what the industry should use. But it's actually my role to say, okay, I think we have a problem.
You just define like trade association and all those things that we desperately need from trade association.
I'll be happy to.
Could you identify, maybe outline, suppose we were to hold this conference again in about 2 days, another 5 or 10 companies that we should invite to this conference? Would that be the top 10 companies on there?
No, not really always the top 10, but it's you see that those companies are not what we say in order, it's not for needs. They have a reason to be there on top. They have a reason to be there. So there is a kind of philosophy, not only they make very good products, but they also have a philosophy how to expand and grow in the market. But there are also small players out there which are really, really impressive. They can be on this list in years from now.
And that list is really the count of the number of thoughts that have been posted to your site.
Yes, exactly. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. It's a matter of. It's also kind of cooperation and facilitating. Thanks very much.
Thank you.